Okay, I found out a lot about their frequencies. I found out a lot about it. As you can see, the hat is torn in half. One thing I noticed is that they hit me at 12 o'clock noon. Seemingly that's the highest sun. I get the most something from that, perhaps. And then, just last night, they hit me at midnight, maybe anticipating I might get a visit from somebody. I take the hat, immediately rip it in half because it wouldn't fit over my ears. So I ripped it in half and I shoved them on the sides of my head. The frequency goes. So I got some of it in my desperate measure to try to block it out with this, and this worked. Okay, this is just aluminum foil, but the motherfucker worked, y'all. It worked. So there you have it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a 3-ply hat. All right. People are saying I would go with this or I would go with that. You go with all of it. You make sure that you've got all your options covered. Okay. So let's check it out. Let's do a little drawing here. She likes these drawings and diagrams. All right. So one layer of your tinfoil hat is 10. That would block out electromagnetic frequencies. Maybe coming from something that had a magnetic pull to your pineal gland, which is acting like an electromagnet. Then on top of that, you would have the aluminum one on the top, right? And then you would put copper on the bottom because you want copper next to your skin. You don't want anything else on your skin except for copper. So you got the copper, you got the tin, and the aluminum. This is chemtrail. And it seemed to help against the signal, but it wasn't as strong as what I presume to be a block of a tinfoil versus an alloy like aluminum. But there you go. You put it together and you make a 3-ply hat, real thick like that. And you've got something that is a lot less funny. You know what I'm saying? You got something that seems like it might work in a lot of ways. So there's no sense of using just one or the other. It's very smart to push the envelope and look around the curve and push in what is implicated to be all the possibilities of your situation. Then you've got something. All right. So then we've got something here. You got a nice little thing going here, and it cones blocking your antenna, your crown chakra. When I saw that, I was like, this is something here. This is something happening. What is it? Why are they doing that? So, yeah, 3-ply right there. 3 layers. And you've got a device. You see what I mean? But this is aluminum based, these chemtrails, aluminum and lithium. If it goes somewhere, it's looking perhaps for things that are like it, like Morgellons that are being hit with a signal are looking for Morgellons. Useless eaters that come ripping into your house, they're looking just for Morgellons. That's it. If you get rid of them, you're not going to have a problem with useless eaters because you're not part of the system. If you've got DNA activated, doesn't matter if you're eating GMOs. That shit is a mild deterrent. It's just food. Mr. Cheeks overrides everything. He's powerful. This thing is looking for anything that's like what that is. The nanotech's got aluminum in it. If you're breathing it in, this is automatically not going to hit aluminum that is inside where the nanos are. It's not going to activate it because it needs a liaison that is aluminum to bond to it to say, hey, I've got you now. Everybody's getting hit with aluminum. A lot of shills are coming clean, telling on themselves, telling about these things. Apparently the aluminum makes all the sores happen. It makes it bust open and all that. That's why they're spraying everybody with aluminum. So this thing right here may pigeonhole, may create like a whole pocket, like a pool table, and send all the balls into one area that would potentially be this versus going into the frontal lobe of your brain and frying it like those nanos. You understand? So tin, obviously, is magnetic, unlike aluminum. So if there's an electromagnetic frequency hitting it, it's an extreme block because it's looking for something that's like a magnet. like your pineal gland. See what I'm saying? Everything is attacking something that's like itself within yourself. Copper. It's a good thing to have to induce electromagnetics. Whenever I fast and sweat out the salt, I drink copper water. Makes me more electrical. My head has been cracking all since last night. If I turn it, it just immediately goes deep. It's just like, oh my gosh. So this is all just happening. It's nothing that can be done about it. Maybe the idea is to create excitement from the thought. Never in your life get a bulldog. If you think, these are patience classes for me, to think that it's cool to have two bulldogs that don't like each other. They're supposed to be mating, having more, but all they do is fight. That's all they do is fight. They don't like each other. The male likes the female, but never get a bulldog because they don't listen to nothing you say. They always test your patience. If you want that in your life, you think maybe it might, who knows, it might strengthen you, your senses of patience. But bulldogs suck. Don't ever get a fucking bulldog, ever. Never do it. You've been warned. If you get them because you think you're cute, America's favorite animal would only be a pain in the ass. Think about the place you're in. All right, so copper is a block of such. So it's just, and it's just good on your skin. So this 3-ply hat seems extremely likely effective. The aluminum did block out some signal. So yep, it did work. I guess I was right about that. That it was probably not as strong as the tin. So, and this is probably more like what you really want to do. Like one of those winter hats with the ear flaps. So it comes in, maybe like headphones with a 3-ply or ear muffs, hollowed out and reconstructed to kind of go with it. Maybe like it fits in like that or something. But yeah, you want to cover the ears because that seems like what it goes into your kundalini holes. That's what it seems to be doing. All right. Stay tuned, because I'm going to build this. And then we're going to really put it through a series of rigorous tests to see its full potential. So if it wasn't for a signal coming in, it wouldn't tell me what to presume that they are doing. See, whenever these people seem to try to do things to people who can think. And it's just really silly because as soon as something happens, you're just like, oh, what was that? What was it? Well, I think it was this one. I'm going to break it down. Holy shit, I think I've got it. It's just like, forget about it, y'all. Oh, my gosh. Stop. You're just helping me. You're helping me. People are freaking fools. They won't see that a prophecy that is impossible from an impossible being is always going to be possible because she's impossible. Welcome to Grimnasty TV.